Well, I suppose as long as it came maybe a little further away, like here. Now that's only one direction, obviously. Now we can take the other exit from this one way. Rise it up. Raise it up a little more. Curve around, bring it down. Like that. And already we're starting to get some vehicles over here. I think that might make a difference. Stop using 2 lanes, use fatter streets. No, 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 no. The fatter streets here won't help at all. Because they'll still only use 2 lanes, even with the fatter road. And this way, there's 1 lane for every piece of traffic that wants to go each way. This is going to be perfectly fine. Oh, you might mean inside the city. Yeah, maybe. It might be time to do some of those upgrades. I try to avoid it because it's not really necessary, but honestly, you know what? It might be time here. We could even use, I don't know if a triple lane would help, but an avenue here. Let's, oh, we can't move because it's a one-way. Right. I could un-one-way this. I could make a 6-lane one-way, but that's not going to help. What about the other roads? Space already occupied by some stuff. We'd have to make a bunch of moves. Here we're okay. We can upgrade this all the way. Let's give it a try. Yeah, and what do we have here that needs to be moved? A firehouse. I'll move you over here. The subway, I don't know if we can move that. Apparently we can. I don't know how that works. It kind of doesn't. So we've just broken our routes. Which is a bit of a shame, but I suppose it had to be done if we're going to try this. I'm not convinced that adding more lanes here is necessarily going to save the day, but it's certainly worth a try. So I'm going to move the subway back. Oh, not that way. This way. Space already occupied. Yeah, by the stuff I want you to connect to. Erg. So, we have to remake some of these lines. So, say, from here... Wait. Oh! I think it just went and recreated the line. I think it had, like, the broken line idea, and it just went and recreated it now. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I'm not sure that more lanes here will assist us, but we'll give them a try. I still don't know what this traffic here is doing. Oh, hold on. I think the fact that that's a one-way there is messing things up. Tell you what, not only will we replace it with a two-way, we'll actually do a 4-lane two-way. That's what's going on here. Because this is a one-way, everyone was forced to go there because they couldn't just go straight. Now, hopefully, they will start to go straight. Still going to be a few left turns. I could update this to a 6-lane one-way, which might help. Going to a 2-lane or 4-lane road won't make any difference because it's still sort of clogged in one general direction. Actually, we might be flowing properly now. Looks like some trucks are going this way. I think we've eliminated that bottleneck. Also, how are we doing over here? Good. A good number of cars are using this alternative way to the highway, which makes me really, really, really happy. Now, if this weren't a one-way, I could actually have some things on here. We'll think about replacing that later on. All right. The spice must flow. We are now 92,000 people. We haven't built in a while, and we're still getting more people, which is pretty thrilling. This is all zoned. We still got some commercial demand, so I guess we'll go ahead and maybe... tell you what, we'll do some of that. And then, how's the park status over here? Mostly not bad. We could maybe do a little bit of parkiness over here. Some Parky Park. And the Funky Bunch. Oh, look at that. Over here. Doesn't cover everything as much at the highway, but it allows us to not overwrite as much stuff. There we go. So we'll have to kick some people out of our city to put that down. There we go. Another one over here. Even overlaps onto the other side, which is nice. Helps to counter maybe some of the noise pollution. We haven't looked at that map mode in quite some time. Very nice. This is all industrial, so it doesn't really have to be prettified. You know, I'm curious. If we go and enact, what is it, Parks and Rec, increases their budget by 20%, but increases land value even more. And right now my concern is mostly spacing than budget. We're making over 20 grand a month. We're losing some people here because we just bulldozed a bunch of their houses. Sorry. But other than that, we'll be okay. Alright, I'm thinking of extending this block here a little bit more, which means getting rid of our N, which makes me sad. We'll also need to get a system for people to come in and out of that down here. I really wish there's like a marquee tool for the bulldozer. There we go. So, plan A is going to be get this shit going like this. Actually. Traffic in here is fine, right? Yeah, it's pretty good. Go with fewer intersections even. I don't know if that'll make much of a difference one way or another, but you know, let's do this area this way. Okay, we can let people U-turn at the end, it's fine. So, we're a little close there. We've got a bit of room to work here, which might be a good idea. Hurtzilla! Hurtzilla, thank you very much for subscribing. That's a great name. Maybe I will have a little 2-lane avenues here. Especially if I'm planning on having the highways attached the way that I'm planning on having them attach. Which might not be good. So the problem with these is now we have traffic lights. Now, that's not necessarily the devil, but it might be. It'll be really interesting to see how much of a difference this makes with traffic flow. So what I have to do is basically, I'm going to build another trumpet over here. I'm going to try not to dislodge these buildings. I'm going to try to cram it in here and then have the highway sort of come in here. And these are going to be your ins and outs. To the extent where I might literally do something like, what if I did this at each one of these places? Where I had out, in. And each one of these got in and out of the highway. Because I could alternate sides. Like, this could do the right side highway, then the next one where we have another out and in. This could be the left-hand side of the highway, so this could be under and around. Like, we can try that sort of thing. Thing is, unless we connect the highway up over here, we really only need, well, no, we do need an in and out. But each highway is mostly going to just be doing the one job, right? In any case, that's going to be too close. Also, I want to start elevated. Whoa, we're getting bridge. Which is pretty, but really not what we're looking for. Okay, trumpet over here. So we've got the right lane, which goes over like that, and the left lane that goes over like this. And then from here, use the curly tool. This one here is the inner spiral. I know, I gotta like talk my way through it every time. Go a little bit further and then turn. You can even start dropping at this point, which is fine. Oh, I mean, it's not important that it curves the right way, except that it's super important for me. Like, one concession to trying to make things vaguely pretty and generally failing. The problem is the hilliness over here is actually making the road be a little bit more derp than usual. Alright. That is the wrong way for the road to curve. So we'll start from this side. Like that, and then we'll try to match it from here. Like that. And then we want to leave this way, and we want to enter that way. A bit of a sharp corner. I'd prefer it if it wasn't quite that sharp. The cars don't slow down hugely, but a little bit. And it just looks better. Okay. Hello, bedroom boy. Thanks for subscribing. Those little streets don't all need to connect to the avenue. And that's true. That's very true. Which direction does this one go? This one goes this way, so I guess we'll use this one as the first guide. Come around here. Nice swoopy curve this way, and connect. And then on the way back. So, like so. Stay a little closer. Pretty good. And then, I don't know, we might want to connect the things over there. For now, I will simply connect it this way so that people can technically not get lost. So yeah, so I don't know for this. Like, we could try something. Just like this. And then on the other side, this is the in, which means it's got to go around, under, and over here. And this is the, wait, no. Wrong way. This is heading to the highway, which is coming south. So what we want to do is move this way, that way, and like that. There we go. And then from here, we can go over. The hard part will be dropping down quickly enough to connect. Now, if I bulldoze this, is there any chance? No. Well, I don't know. That looked okay. Let's go a little bit further. Bam. So, I mean, obviously, right now, there's not a whole lot of traffic that'll come down this way to get in there. But it can happen. In fact, already, there might start to be some traffic because, yeah, look at that. There's already a car that was like, oh, cool. Like, you're telling me I can reach this town this way? Let's let this play as is, just to make sure there's not an overload of traffic over here. But there really shouldn't be. Build a giant bridge for shits and giggles. Alright, well, some cars, no disasters yet. Lots of demand for work, so let's go ahead and plop down tons of offices. Like that. You what? Commercial. Residential. How's our coverage of different things? Well, we probably want more incinerators. So, again, I'll do the thing where I sort of just pop out a little road here. Oops, I wanted a straight line, please and thank you. And then see if we can plop down an incinerator over there. Pollution's gonna go a little bit. We'll do our best to wrap it in small parks over here. Not convinced that it's gonna do much, but you know, what the hell. Hospital.